incorporate the phases in their lives and bring about whatever is desired. And let me go ahead and finish reading the bottom portion of this sheet. Creativity is as alive and dynamic as rigidity is dead and stagnant. Therefore, creativity must be spiritual or eternal, and rigidity physical or temporal. Okay, so we first of all understand what we want to do in our minds, and then we bring about those thoughts into the physical form. So in actuality, and in this way, in this manner, all things are truly spiritual, because the physical never stays the same. It constantly changes, according to Einstein's theory of relativity. Okay, that's phase 8. Let's move on to phase 9. Phase 9, number 2, Hokmah, wisdom. E equals mc squared. An inquisition into psychoatomology, an in-depth description of reality. Okay. Besides the fact that reality has structure, reality is also whatsoever the mind chooses to make real. And in this sense, reality and truth, like matter and energy, respectively, are synonymous. They are one. And oneness has no rival. Although they are on opposite sides of the tree of life, they are in harmony, not competition. For example, reality on the one hand occupies space and time. It has form, has a beginning and an end, and it occurs in cycles. It is the Newtonian approach to the structure of the universe, where energy is manifested into matter, and where all matter are merely a temporarily chosen frequency of the mind. On the other hand, truth does not occupy space nor time, has no form, has no beginning and no end, and it encompasses the whole of eternity, where all parts melds into one reality. It is the Einsteinian approach to the structure of the universe, where the only constant is change. Together, reality and truth, from this point of view, although opposites, are one. They are both eternal. They are both mind and creativity in action. Reality and matter exist in the world of actuality. They are objective. Truth and energy exist in the world of possibilities. They are subjective. Together, they are both constantly involved and interactive with each other, the observer and the observed are one. Therefore, if there is to be peace on earth and goodwill toward men, each of us who is interested in this can no longer be passive onlookers, but active in creating this reality. Let me read that again. I might have skipped a sentence or skipped a line. Together, they are both constantly involved and interactive with each other. The observer and the observed are one. Therefore, if there is to be peace on earth and goodwill toward men, each of us who is interested in this can no longer be passive onlookers, but active in creating this reality. This is eternity, and eternity is the only reality. I composed this on the 21st day of October 1998, and you can read the sheet and the information on your own, and try to understand what is being said here. In other words, for example, the movie camera that I am using to make this presentation had first existed in somebody's mind. The thought, the idea, was conceived and then put into action. So the idea was brought into form, which is how the camera was made. And anything else, for that matter, can be looked at in this manner. The idea, in other words, is the Einsteinian approach to the structure of the universe. Constant change. Okay, so the universe of energy, E, is in the mind, and then it manifests into the physical form, which is the Newtonian approach to the structure of the universe, or in other words, those things that we can touch, feel, handle. So E equals mc squared. E is actually matter. E and matter is the same thing. And as you have read, as I've read to you, matter is the form of energy that we can see. Energy is the form of energy. Energy is the form that we cannot see. And let me put it in this way. You can see the wind. I mean, you can see the effects of the wind, but you cannot see the wind. Another way of explaining this, you can see the effects of energy, but you cannot see energy. Same thing. Okay, and I think I've made that clear enough. Let's go on now to phase 10, Sapphira number 1. Sapphira number 1, the divine self. This is the last step towards understanding reality. Keter, an overview of the movie Meet Joe Black. This movie is an excellent description of the divine self in present-day life. And if you have not seen the movie Meet Joe Black, starring Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins, I encourage you to do this before we read the next phase. And then when you finish watching the movie, go ahead and turn this system back on and and we'll go ahead and read the overview together.